Alright guys, welcome back to this another great and beautiful series. The name of the series is JavaScript Everyday. You might have realized that okay, in this series we are going to learn each and everything about JavaScript. Yeah, and you're not wrong. So we are going to learn each and every basic concept of JavaScript, why it is used, what does it do, and what will happen if the JavaScript is not inside our website, right? My name is Sanket Karandikar and I have total 9 years of experience. So in this series, I'm going to share the knowledge and the experience that I have got in these years, right? And I'm sure at the end of the series, you will be a best JavaScript developer. We will see that. So let's talk about JavaScript. What is JavaScript? JavaScript is a lightweight, single-threaded, synchronous, interpreted, event-driven, and cross-platform language. Oh my god. Okay, so when I say lightweight, it doesn't mean that JavaScript is weak or anything, but it means that it takes less memory to execute its code and it doesn't require a lot of CPU power, right? So in the web browser, you can execute the JavaScript code, unlike Java or Python, which requires JVMs and other engines, right? I said interpreted. Why it is interpreted? Because it doesn't take a lot of time to compile it to the machine code and then get executed. No, it will get executed as soon as the browser reads it. Event driven, yeah, because event driven is something that it depends on the events that a user fires. Like for example, a user clicks on the button or he or she presses some keys on the keyboard, then it starts kicking in. Until and unless it will sit in the idle position. Cross-platform, yes, one of the biggest reason why JavaScript is famous is because it's a cross-platform language. What I mean by that is you can write it at one time, at one place, and you can execute it anywhere. I mean, in the browsers, in the mobiles, in the desktop too, you can run the JavaScript. It is single-threaded. Single-threaded is there are no any fancy stuff to handle the code asynchronously and with the help of multiple threads. So there is only one thread that goes from top to bottom. But then you will say that then how does not freeze the website when some operations are going on the website. So that is something asynchronous solution it tries to add. So basically asynchronous is nothing but while JavaScript is executing one function or one thing, it then goes back to the second scenario or the second step that is there in the code, and once the first step of the function is done, then it gets the result. Don't worry, I'll explain each and everything as soon as we visit the as soon as we progress in the series. So there is a fun fact that I would like to tell you about JavaScript. So JavaScript was created within 10 days of span, right? And the creator of the JavaScript is Brendan Eich or Brendan Eich. I would say Eich. Earlier, when the JavaScript was developed, it was named as Mocha. Okay. Then then after that, it was also named as LiveScript and then JavaScript. So why the creator of JavaScript named it as a JavaScript? Because that time in the 1995, Java language was riding its own popularity, right? Was having its own popularity, and to the marketing skills of the creator, he used that Java word and created a new language that is called, or created a new word that is JavaScript. So please remember that Java and JavaScript are not at all related. Java is a backend language, which whenever we think of enterprise applications, Java is considered. And whenever we talk about UI and everything, JavaScript comes into picture, right? So now let me show you what will happen if the JavaScript is not there in our website or in our browser. So for that, let me first go to the Edge browser. To explain you, let's take the example of Netflix, right? Everybody watches Netflix. And I'll also have I'll have GitHub. Now before I disable it, or before I show you what will happen if the JavaScript is not there, first let me show you what does the JavaScript do. So here you can see that I can open the drop down, I can search for anything, right? Here also in the code section, I can click on this drop down button, not drop down but the option button, and here I can see there are different options with the help of which I can clone the repository. Same scenario on the Netflix website. If I try to enter my Gmail address and I say get started, it is performing some operation in the background, and now it has taken me on the sign in page. I'll show you what will happen if the JavaScript is not there. So for that, what you have to do is open the settings of the browser, and here in the left hand side search JavaScript. Okay, and then in the main section, in privacy, site permission, all permissions, you simply disable it, right? Now watch this. I'm going to visit GitHub and I'll refresh it. Okay, now see, this button is not getting interacted, or this is not interactive like how previously I was trying to open it and search the branches, right? This is not interactive. This is also not interactive. See, it is not giving me the options to clone the repository. This was about GitHub. Now let me show you Netflix. I'll again refresh this site. Did you see as soon as I refreshed it, some layout has been changed, right? If you go back to the previous screen in the video, you will understand. Now again I'll enter this email ID which is already entered, and I say get started. You see, nothing is happening. Yeah, please remember that when this demo is done, you enable the JavaScript, or otherwise you will see weird things happening on your website or the website that you are visiting. Now again this website has come alive, right? You can see that. So shortly, HTML and CSS will make your website attractive, right? But the JavaScript's job is to make it interactive. If the JavaScript is not there, then your website will be a static just web page without any interactions. So yeah, that was all about JavaScript. Why do we need it? Why it has been created? And what will happen if the JavaScript is not there on your browser? Stay tuned and we will learn all the basic concept in this series. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.